So, you want to be a developer in 2025? The landscape is shifting fast. I remember scrolling through job boards, sending out application after application, each one tailored, each one met with silence or a generic rejection. The competition is fierce. It's not just about knowing how to code, you have to stand out. Every rejection stings and self-doubt creeps in. Is my code good enough? Are my projects impressive? The goalposts keep moving. What was a solid portfolio last year is now just the baseline. Recruiters are swamped. If you don't grab their attention instantly, you're lost in the shuffle. I knew I had the skills, but I needed a new approach to get noticed. That's when I started looking at the tools defining 2025, especially AI. AI wasn't just a buzzword anymore, it was a creative partner. I saw it used in design, writing, and video. Why not in my job hunt? I decided to fully embrace AI, not as a shortcut, but as a collaborator. My goal? Build a portfolio that couldn't be ignored. It was time to stop playing the same game as everyone else and start changing the rules. I wanted to create something that would finally get me noticed. The tech world rewards innovation, and I was ready to show it. Breaking in isn't easy, but with the right tools you can change the game. In 2025, it's not just about what you know, it's about how you use it. And that's where my story really begins. Let's talk about the traditional developer portfolio. For years, it was all about to-do list apps, weather apps, and clones of popular sites. That formula used to work. It showed you could code, connect APIs, and handle basics. But in 2025, everyone has those projects. Recruiters have seen them all. These projects don't tell your story or show your creativity. They just prove you can follow a tutorial. In a crowded market, technical proficiency isn't enough. You need to show you can solve real problems with unique solutions. A generic portfolio signals a generic developer. Hiring managers are looking for reasons to say no. If your work blends in, you're out. Your portfolio is your first impression. If it's forgettable, you've already lost. The challenge: break the mold. Your portfolio should be a product, well-designed, solving an interesting problem and telling your story. It should show how you think, not just what you can build. This realization changed everything for me. I couldn't just build another set of cookie-cutter projects. I needed something that made recruiters stop and say, this person is different. That's the bar in 2025. If you want to stand out, you have to innovate. The old-school approach just isn't enough anymore. It's time to level up. Here's where things got interesting. I treated AI, specifically ChatGPT 4, as my brainstorming partner. Instead of asking for generic project ideas, I shared my interests: clean tech, YouTube creator tools, minimalist design. I told it the skills I wanted to showcase: modern JavaScript, databases, API integrations. We explored ideas at the intersection of my passions and abilities. After back and forth, we landed on a creator's dashboard that integrated with the YouTube API. It wouldn't just show analytics. It would use AI to suggest better titles, descriptions, and scan comments for content ideas. This was more than another dashboard. It solved real problems for creators. The AI helped me flesh out features, user flow, and even the tech stack. We mapped out the architecture before I wrote a single line of code. It was like having a senior dev and project manager on call. This planning phase gave me a clear roadmap and confidence. I was building something substantial, not just another throwaway project. With the plan set, it was time to code. And GitHub Copilot became my secret weapon. Copilot wasn't about writing all the code for me. It was a supercharged pair programmer. It handled repetitive tasks, letting me focus on complex logic and architecture. I'd write a comment, and Copilot would generate the structure, saving me hours. For tricky functions, it gave me a solid starting point, but I still reviewed and refined everything. The result? I built the full-featured dashboard in weeks, not months. Copilot let me be more ambitious with my project's scope. It wasn't about shortcuts. It was about building smarter and faster. Great code is useless if no one understands it. I used ChatGPT to turn my notes into a clean, professional README. Organized, clear, and easy to follow. For complex functions, I wrote quick comments, then used AI tools to expand them into formal documentation. This made my code readable and showed I cared about maintainability. Recruiters saw not just code, but a project ready for collaboration. Good documentation made my portfolio look professional and helped me clarify my own thinking. With AI, documentation became a valuable part of my process, not a chore. It set my work apart. Even the best project falls flat if it's presented poorly. I used AI-powered design tools to create a clean, minimalist interface. No more student project vibes. The dashboard looked and felt like a real SaaS product. Once the design was set, I deployed it using Vercel. AI helped me write deployment scripts and set up continuous integration. Now recruiters could click a link and use my app instantly. In applications, I linked to the live project, not just my GitHub. This showed confidence and the ability to deliver a finished product, a unique idea, clean code, great docs, and a polished live demo. Impossible to ignore. That's what made my portfolio stand out. The result? I started getting real responses, interviews, not just rejections. In interviews, I showcased my creator's dashboard and explained how AI helped me brainstorm, code, document, and polish. The project became my story, and it resonated. Multiple job offers followed. My AI-powered portfolio was the key. Here's the truth. AI didn't do the work for me. It was a collaborator, not a replacement. It helped me focus on creativity and problem solving. For aspiring developers, don't fear these tools, embrace them. Use AI as a launchpad to build ambitious, impressive projects. The future isn't man versus machine, it's man with machine. Those who collaborate with AI will build better things, faster. That's how I broke into tech in 2025. Now, what will you build? Drop your projects below. Let's inspire each other. Please subscribe and like.